What a shockwave. Amy, are you okay?
I'm fine. Oh, but we need to protect the Coco. I have to make sure they're safe, and they might know something we don't.
If anyone can learn something from them, it'll be you. I'm counting on you, Amy.
What was that upside-down pyramid thing on Kronos Island?
According to the information I've gathered in cyberspace, it's a terminal created by the Ancients to get in and out of their spaceships. When they first arrived on this planet, they used their spaceship as a base of operations. They needed time to investigate whether the islands were habitable. They built a terminal to travel back and forth between the island and their ships. There were terminals built on other islands, but they were different in design. They've ceased to function. All that remains of the terminals is the wreckage of the elevators that were used for boarding. If you're curious, go and find the remains. But only if you're able to sort out the situation here first, that is.
Don't seem to be feeling so good. They're in much worse shape than us. Maybe it's because they're so much smaller. How are you feeling, Tails?
The shockwave took a lot out of me, but I'm fine now. That disturbance from the sky is only getting more intense. Maybe our time limit is almost up.
Got it. Let's get back to finding the emeralds once we make sure the Coco are safe. What's this stone tower? I think I've seen it on Kronos Island, too. Could it be an important clue left by the Coco?
No, it's nothing more than a traditional structure left by the ancients. They competed to see who could stack stones higher without them falling over. The winner was determined not just by the height, but the difficulty and aesthetic beauty of their stack. It was so popular that they even had annual competitions. There was a plethora of data in cyberspace about the rules and results of these competitions. It may be insignificant to us now, but it was important to the ancients.
Why were they so important to them? I may have knocked some over while looking for the emeralds.
There's no need to concern yourself about that. According to the records, the ancients were delighted when the towers were knocked over, because they could stack them back up again.
Thanks for the help, Amy. I would have been in real trouble without you.
Don't worry about it. I told you I'm not just gonna sit around and wait.
Glad to know you have my back. I'm counting on you to find those emeralds.
I've noticed that there's no sign of any animals on this island. I would expect some to be around in a place so full of nature. This isn't your doing, is it?
Don't blame me for that. According to the records in cyberspace, all of the native creatures were transported to another island during the battle that led to the extinction of the ancients. With no one to return the creatures, the island's ecosystem suffered major disruption. Only a few small insects survived. The ancients must have been fully committed to the battle to pull off such a large-scale transportation plan.
Will the Coco really be useful to us?
I don't know for sure, but I hope they will.
I've only seen them get scared and run away.
I've seen how strongly they feel for others, even though they look differently now.
Well, it's worth a shot. I don't think the enemy will expect the Coco to do anything.
I saw a mark on the pyramid wall. It was the same mark I saw in the sky when I said goodbye to the Coco. What could it mean?
There are no definite records in the cyberspace archives, but it appears the ancients worshipped it as the symbol of a god.
They believed in a god even with all of this amazing technology? I didn't expect that.
Faith is an excellent way to shape a group's sense of kinship. However, the markings in the sky are a clear and observable phenomenon, and cannot be the manifestation of a miracle. Perhaps the god of the ancients depicted by the wall markings still exists out there today.
We have to work together, so get used to me being here.
Amy Rose, the one who admires Sonic.
Oh, and are you a fellow admirer?
Now is not the time for this. Your focus should be on the emeralds, not Sonic.
Shockwave created a massive amount of electrical noise. It's meaningless data that's been compressed and deconstructed, but it will be especially effective against those without a corporeal form. How interesting.
Why do you sound so excited? What are you planning?
Oh, as a scientific genius, analyzing what I see and then explaining it come as naturally as breathing.
Whatever you say. At least keep cooperating until we take down the enemy.
What do you want? If you're looking for Sonic, he's not here.
You'd better not be up to no good just because Sonic's busy.
I, the greatest scientific genius, up to no good. Don't mistake me for some small-time thug who commits crimes on a mere whim.
Oh, what should I mistake you for then?
Why the cocoa? Actually, that element may change the result of my calculations.
Calculations? You mean the cocoa may be able to help us?
The cocoa contained personal information of the ancients and their souls. If they hold data that hasn't been uploaded to cyberspace yet, maybe...
Maybe that could be the key. Wow!
What are you doing here? You sure do some fast searching.
Well, I think it's important to stay focused on your goal, but it's not always easy. This island is so huge. I'm sure there are a lot of places I'll never be able to reach.
Yeah. I'll keep a lookout for the emeralds from the sky.
While I was exploring Kronos Island with Sonic, I noticed lights would appear on the ground or on the trunks of the trees at night. What was up with that?
You must be talking about the phantom lights. Cyberspace is always filled with a vast amount of data, but sometimes it overflows through the portals. That data is the faint thoughts of the ancients, appearing in the real world as light.
So they're thoughts without shape, like the Coco. Why do they only appear at night?
They're usually in hiding for fear of the being that destroyed them. And when the moon rises, they feel safe enough to come out. The poor little things. They've already lost their bodies, yet they're still afraid of being destroyed.
Hurry up, or I'll find the emeralds before you.
Wait, Knuckles. Do you have any tips on finding emeralds?
Tips? Just dig everywhere until you find them. That's all there is to it.
I have a hammer, not a shovel. That wasn't very helpful. Looks like I'll need to find them my own way.
Hey, where's the punk who caused that shockwave before?
It hasn't made an appearance yet. It's somewhere far beyond your fist's reach.
Jeez, what a coward attacking from so far away.
But when it does appear, our time will come to an end. If we don't gather the emeralds and prepare, our chance of success will be 0.
How's it going, treasure hunter?
Didn't expect to find you standing around wasting time.
I was starting to get worried you wouldn't be able to find the emeralds.
Then you are wasting time if you're worrying about me. Something's off about you and the Coco. What are you doing here?
Nothing. I wanted to do this, so I'll take the responsibility and watch over the Coco. You just focus on finding the emeralds with Tails.
Yeah, okay, sure, what the heck is going on?
calls the echidna. Your power may be the key.
Of course. You've got a good eye. If anything stands between me and the emeralds, I'll smash it with my fists.
Just be sure not to smash the emeralds in the process.
We've got 3 emeralds so far, making good progress.
Oh, really? Well, looks like I'm doing better on my end, treasure hunter.
Put a sock in it. The enemy's getting more persistent with their interference, like that shockwave earlier. But don't worry, I'll take care of it with my fists. Just you wait.
When I get back from this island, I'll use the ancient technology I've obtained here to get the Master Emerald.
What did you just say about the Master Emerald?
Nothing. I wasn't thinking about taking it at all.
Good, because I won't let you lay a finger on the Master Emerald. It's my duty to protect it as the last echidna.
I've been looking for weapons we could use on the hunt for emeralds, but there doesn't seem to be anything.
There was a cannon on Ares Island, but it was fired to drain the water in the oasis. I'm guessing we don't have time to go looking for more shells.
Why would the ancients waste precious water in a desert? I'll bet that cannon was a device that controlled water storage. The oasis must have served as a dam, and it was designed so the position of the faucet could be adjusted.
A dam? But all the water went down the drain.
The drained water should have been redirected into various watering holes. If only there was something like that cannon from Ares Island here.
Oh, it's Knuckles. Stop dilly-dallying and go use those fists to get some work done.
Stop ordering me around, or I'll use my fists on you!
Such a witty retort. May I alert you to the fact that time is of the essence, and you are wasting time.
What, you think I don't know that? I know that!
Then go use your brute force to find those emeralds!
Have moved. Where did they go?
Just sitting here won't do us any good. We need to dig and find them.
If the way they're stored has changed, the way to release them should have changed too. If there's a key in cyberspace, we should be able to access them through a terminal.
Whatever. Let's just go find the emeralds already. There are so many huge ruins on this island. And the 4 rotating rings on Ares Island are ridiculously big.
What a riveting observation. That facility is a kind of monitor that shows the link between the island and cyberspace. The 4 rings represent the 4 islands, and when they're rotating, they indicate the link with cyberspace is in effect. When a ring stops, it means there's some sort of abnormality in cyberspace. I'm certain there's a meaning behind their size as well. I imagine there are other functions I've yet to know about. How interesting.
There's so much we still don't know about this cyber corruption. Why do your punches work when my hammer doesn't?
Heck if I know, but they do work. I'll take care of whatever's in the way. You keep looking. underground passages on Ares Island. I wonder if the ancients were building something down there.
Tens of thousands of years ago, a fleet of spaceships carrying the ancients landed on this planet. Several of those ships are now deep underwater, unable to fly, but their power is still active.
Still active? From tens of thousands of years ago?
They used their spaceship's power to build a new civilization on this island. The underground passages on Ares Island were one of many paths leading to the submerged spaceships, though they no longer seem to be connected.
Tails, do you think you can access cyberspace?
No, it looks like I can't get through whatever's blocking access by myself. I'm counting on you, Knuckles. We need to get those emeralds.
Don't worry, I got this. No one can beat me when it comes to power.
There's no time. Leave the enemies to Sonic and focus on finding the emeralds.
Fine, but what's up with them? Looks like some of them came back after getting beaten.
They're defensive weapons created by the ancients. They were once used to defend the Starfall Islands from foreign enemies. They had stopped functioning by the time the Doctor arrived, but I reactivated them when I connected to cyberspace to keep him safe. They are powered by Chaos Emeralds and are designed to automatically rebuild themselves by reacting to the gravitational pull of meteors, so they could continue to defend the home of the Ancients forever. Even with the Ancients gone, their guardians must continue to carry out their duty to defend the island. Try to avoid them while you search for the emeralds.
Hey, Tails, how's the whole cyber corruption thing going? I've been making good progress breaking all sorts of stuff. If you need my strength, let me know.
I'm good for now. You've been a great help, Knuckles. Now, I just need to get the emeralds before the cyber corruption gets worse. I was surprised when the Death Egg robot blasted a hole in the ground. There were similar robots on other islands, but why was the one on Chaos Island the only one able to do that?
Because that was the one that the Doctor was riding when he arrived at the Starfall Islands. It's equipped for battle and has consoles for investigating the islands and ruins. When he descended on the island, he used a miniature vehicle instead to head into the ruins. There, he obtained a massive amount of data regarding ancient technology and transitioned into cyberspace. Many threats awaited him there. After eradicating them, I returned to the Starfall Islands, but the Death Egg robot was already damaged by then, presumably by the heat and smoke from a volcano. So in order to continue our investigation of the island, we composed downgraded versions of the robot he was originally riding and placed them in various locations.
So that's why the original Death Egg robot on Chaos Island was the only one that could shoot beams and had consoles installed. We wouldn't have been able to find the underground passageway without it.
I did not expect Sonic to hack into it, but if he was able to reboot it successfully, we should repair the original robot and add it to our ranks. That is, if we can get it ready in time for our foe's appearance.
You finish this, Tails. I'll let you handle the best part.
Thanks. It's all because of you and Amy. And I won't let your efforts go to waste.
Tails, have you noticed what's happening to our bodies?
Yeah, the cyber corruption is getting worse.
And that means we might get trapped in that lonely place. But what I'm most worried about is Sonic. I don't want to let him down.
I feel the same way, Amy. I can't fail, no matter what happens to my body.
The cyber corruption has been progressing through your body. Your remaining time is limited.
I know. I may not even be able to move eventually. I need to get the emeralds and get them to Sonic right away.
I'm updating your information, and it seems there is a new possibility growing within you as well.
Earlier, I detected a similar reading in the ruins. Maybe there's something in the air.
That would be a satellite placed in space by the ancients. There are multiple satellites positioned over a wide area.
But why did they put them up there?
There is evidence that the satellites were used to send some kind of authentication code. The columns of light you have seen above ground are all masses of electronic data.
That must mean the Emerald Vaults opened when interacting with that light. It was receiving data to unlock them from the satellites.
Looks like there are gimmicks hidden all over the place. What I want to know is, what was with that pinball in the volcano on Chaos Island?
It's a part of a device that controls volcanic activity. When you turn on the switch at the top of the pinball, the volcano is activated and erupts. But it would be dangerous if the volcano could be erupted easily. That's probably why they made a door that only reacts to a special kind of energy and put the switch in a place that's hard to reach. As you accumulate points with the pinball, the energy ball gets charged up and opens the door.
Yeah, I figured the device was something like that, since the volcano erupted after I cleared the thing. But why was it designed with a pinball?
That's not exactly clear, but maybe it was just a playful idea on the part of whoever developed it. Engineers tend to be like that.
Don't you think I could have been more helpful to Sonic if I had my normal body back?
For sure. In this digitized state, there's a limit to how much we can affect the real world. But there may be ways to help from cyberspace, like how we combined our powers to turn Sonic back to normal.
That's true. There must be things only we can do in this form.
I've seen those giant devices all over Chaos Island. Judging by their color scheme and how new they are, I'm guessing you made them.
You've got a sharp eye, Tails. Indeed, those were power generation devices I built as I investigated ancient technology. The Death Egg robot and all of the other machines I brought in may be amazing, but they're useless without an energy supply. That's why I prepared a power generator that utilizes geothermal energy from volcanoes. If only I had more time, I would have put generators throughout this island to power a super weapon. What a shame.
Maybe the reason the Death Egg robot's beam was able to find the underground passage wasn't just because of the hacking, but because of Eggman's energy supply. I really don't want to thank him, though.
Miles per hour. If you and the doctor combine your intellect...
I wouldn't mind, but I don't know if Dr. Eggman would be willing.
You two are at odds with one another, yet you would cooperate with him?
Of course. I couldn't answer that on Chaos Island, but now I'm ready to decide for myself.
You must be feeling quite anxious, separated from your hero, Sonic.
Eggman, have you forgotten about what happened at Station Square? I may not be Sonic, but there are things only I can do.
We will see what you're capable of without him.
been feeling off ever since that shockwave hit. I hope you're hanging in there, Tails.
I'm okay, but the enemy might be recharging their energy. We need to hurry.
Yeah, let's get going, buddy.
Okay, and stop worrying about me and start believing in me.
Hey, Tails, cool gadget you got there.
Well, I know I can't fight like you or Knuckles, so I'll use whatever tools I can to make myself useful.
You do you, buddy. You always know how to help out.
There's so much happening on this island. It's beyond my comprehension. It all seems like magic to me.
Here's a word of advice. A scientist shouldn't explain things using the word magic. It's true, there are many things that can't be explained with our current knowledge. The ancients were a technologically advanced civilization. Everything we've seen is nothing more than phenomena that were common at the time. I assure you, there is no such thing as magic on this island. Just you watch. I will uncover the truth behind everything. The path to victory lies in the technology of the ancients. If I combine my weapons and the power of the emeralds... you don't look well.
I'm fine. Sonic's working hard out there. Even you are too. I can't stop now. Not yet!
You've honed your mental fortitude in addition to your intelligence. You're becoming quite formidable, Tails.
So we've been following the Chaos Emerald's trail, and Knuckles is here for the ruins. But what's Big doing here? I mean, not that there's anything wrong with just going fishing.
Fishing? If you are talking about the purple portals, those are not real locations. They are a type of cyberspace recreated from your memories. I am not picking up any signals like those of the doctors or your friends from those areas. The Big the cat that you saw is most probably an illusion recreated from your memory. The fact that you were able to converse with the illusion and believe it was real speaks of how vivid a memory you have of him. Normally, traveling between spaces is said to cause a feeling of danger at such a level that even you would be able to pick up on it.
Well, it was just big, so it didn't feel dangerous. But it's good to know that the real big is out there, safe in the jungle somewhere. We're one step away from the next tower and the next emerald. You got this, buddy. I have your back.
Thanks. And I'll always have your back, too. I'm not gonna give up. I'm gonna save everyone.
I'm gonna hop on that grind rail over there. Care to join me?
So that is how they appear to you.
How they appear? What, don't you see them too?
The current iteration of cyberspace was formed based on your memories. Since linking with it, your memories are now affecting things even outside of cyberspace. As a result of the link, many of the things you see around you are recreations from your memory. It is a testament to how deeply you are linked with cyberspace. I have scanned the area you are pointing to, and my sensors are not picking up anything. To my eyes, there is nothing there.
I looked into it. It seems the tower only reacts to Sonic.
Huh. So I'm the only one who can activate them. Alright, I'll take care of the towers. Let's do this.
Yeah, we each have a job to do.
Wasn't there a similar pyramid-looking thing on Kronos Island? Are they related? Maybe to shoot something into the sky?
That is incorrect. They are terminals. Kronos Island's pyramid was the docking point for the ancient spaceships. The power source is still running, so it is still afloat. Other than that, the rest of its functions have long since ceased operating, and the elevators were destroyed.
Huh. Well then, what about that cool spiderweb-looking thing under it? It doesn't look like it's got anything to do with spaceships.
That section was essentially a harbor, not only for spaceships, but also for other ships traveling to the other islands. There used to be a resting area in the lower levels, an important space for the ancient travelers. Now it is but an architectural curiosity. It seems your friends have been making progress on the emeralds.
I knew they could handle it.
But there's no time to waste. You must hurry to the tower.
You're right. It's time to get to it. Amy, I know you're worried about the Coco. You gotta take care of yourself, too.
I could say the exact same words to you, too. The cyber corruption is painful, but if you can handle it, so can I.
Well, you got me there. We'll get through this together.
I never imagined I would have to join forces with you. How dreadful.
Tell me about it. Just let me know when you plan on doing something useful.
Useful? Try spectacular. You'll be picking your jaw up off the floor when you see it.
Right. Well, while I'm waiting, think you could shock that big guy in the sky? That would be useful.
Aw, what's the matter, Sonic? You have to take a break already?
Not a chance. Just one more round and then we're done. Or at least, one more round and then we go beat that big guy in the sky.
Oh, if it wasn't for cyber corruption, I'd punch that thing myself. But unfortunately, I have to leave it to you. Don't mess this up.
Just a damsel in distress anymore. Just you watch. Eventually, you'll be the one relying on me for help.
I feel like I'm relying on you a lot already. Pretty soon, you're gonna be too cool for school.
I'll catch up so fast, you better not blink.
Hey, Eggman, you found the emerald yet?
You can't rush genius. And besides, you haven't even finished that tower. What are you waiting for?
Huh, you can't rush Sonic the Hedgehog. I'll be back in a flash.
The next tower will be the last. It's time for your courage and speed to transcend fate.
Courage and speed? Cheering me on, are ya? Well, this is getting interesting.
This place is full of unknown possibilities that may throw off my calculations.
Well, if it's not impossible, that's good enough for me. Let's do this.
Please, use your potential to protect the doctor.
This island is huge. It's gonna take a lot of work to explore. At least it's not as big as the Sandy Ares Island.
With my Eggmobile, I have no such issues. Even the ancients used transportation to cover the expanse of Ares Island. Did you see the dilapidated bridges and scaffolds around the periphery of Ares Island? The roads and tunnels have broken down over the years, but they were basically highways. Moreover, the highways were full of energy, brimming from underground. The vehicles could replenish energy just by going through tunnels or passing over dash panels. There was no need for filling stations. Oh, but I suppose that doesn't concern someone like you, who can't do anything but roll around at the speed of sound.
The Titans I fought all looked really different. Wonder why that is.
There used to be 5 tribes coexisting on the planet of the ancients. A tribe with big and powerful bodies. A tribe that developed a tail instead of legs. A tribe that walked on 4 legs. A winged tribe. And a tribe that was the most intelligent of them all. The 5 tribes fought as one to stand against their foe, but they were desperately outmatched. As a result, 4 of the 5 tribes perished. The survivors of the most intelligent tribe created weapons based on the other 4 tribes to challenge their enemy once again. The Titans represent the ancients' determination to avenge their fallen compatriots.